Oberon by Christoph Martin Wieland, 1733 to 1813. Excerpt from Canto 2. Read for LibriVox.org. Now as o'er all the veil of twilight hung, while slow they wind the haunted shades between, a herd of harts and hinds at once are seen, that in full course before their pathway sprung. Their ceaseless groans like warning strike the ear, And their large eyes overflow with many a tear. So Sherasmin beneath the uncertain light Will fain remark, and, sure, that piteous sight Seems to proclaim, "O fly, haste, haste, your fate draws near." "Now do you mark," he whispers to the youth, "Never again my caution turn to joke. You see it, word for word, the thing I spoke. These beasts you now behold, for certain truth. These beasts that snort in pity of our woe Are men, I say, and if you further go, Trust me, the goblin light's upon our head. Oh, do not then, by obstinacy led, In spite of good advice provoke that potent foe." "How, friend!" our hero cries, "my fixed design Spurs me to Baghdad, from the Caliph there To beg for grinders and a lock of hair Plucked from his beard; and will'st thou, friend of mine, That I should palter from uncertain fear? Thy wits are lost, to counsel such career. Who knows, perchance the goblin is my friend, And sure these beasts no mighty ill intend. See how they all are fed, when once we venture near," he says, and springs at once among the herd. They vanish in a wink, like yielding air. Onward Sir Huon and his leader fare, In silence undisturbed, nor whisper word. The day was sunk, and night advancing throws From nodding poppies dews of soft repose. In sweet forgetfulness all stilly slept. Along the wood no mighty murmur crept, All noiseless as the dead whom churchyard graves enclose. The squire no longer can refrain. "Sir knight, if chance I draw you from some vision gay, Forgive me, but my weakness must have way. No, I deny it not, at dead of night It ever was my mood from childish year To prattle. All is hushed in silence here, As if great Pan were dead. The iron sound Of our good steed rings echoing from the ground, Or, as he blindly works, the mole would strike the ear. You think I fright myself? Not so, I ween. Yet without boasting, sir. For, after all, whate'er we have, mere gifts of heaven I call, and many live, who oft the dead have seen. Set man to man, clash sword and clatter shield, And hack and thrust in tourney and in field. Let 2 or 3 'gainst 5 or 6 contend, I take my part, nor fear how all shall end. There man can trust his arm, and front his foe revealed. Has my foe flesh and blood, I nothing dread. I am his man, but this I freely own: To go at midnight in a church alone, It lifts the hat a little from my head. Grant that my mind should chance to decompose The hag of night that cross my pathway goes. Ah! what avails sharp sword and iron arm Against a wicked goblin's whispered charm, While on my shoulders rains a storm of viewless blows? Grant, too, as many an instance makes it clear, That from his body I his noddle hew. Now, while it bleeding rolls before my view, Perched on the stump 2 heads for one appear, And oft the impatient body in full flight Pursues the head, and ere it spins from sight, Pop! puts it on again, quite safe and sound, As if it were a hat just blown to ground. Ah, how can earthly man with such chimeras fight? End of poem. This recording is in the public domain.